Hey, what's happening? Hey, we back at it. We back at it. Listen, every time I come on, y'all know I'm coming on with a baller. But this time, this baller, we had to bring it back. We had to run it back, y'all. We got to run it back because it went down good, but I ain't like the way I presented it to y'all. So I'm presenting it again, but way better. And listen, Jordan Domineck is a baller, y'all. We had to do it right for Polk County. I can't let his mom and his daddy see it the way we done it the first time, but it's okay. We ready now. We got it all set, and we gonna roll. Listen, Jordan Domineck balled at Georgia Tech. Jordan Domineck balled at Arkansas. If you don't know, that's the ACC and the SEC. He's a baller. He balls everywhere he goes. So guess what's going to happen now in the Pac-12? He's going to ball. That's just what he do. He been doing it since high school, probably been doing it since Little League football. But without further ado, I'm going to bring on JD, baby. JD in the building. Jordan in the building, y'all. We bringing him on. He finna do what he do, and we going to talk that talk, and we going to walk that walk. Baby, Polk County in the building, baby. Hey, Jordan, what's happening, man?
Not much, man. How you doing? How you doing? I love the introduction. Yeah,
Hey.
I appreciate it.
Hey, appreciate it, man. You know how we rock out, man. Polk County in the building, man. Listen, hold on. I see you right there. I see you. Go on, talk about it. Go on, talk about it. Go on, talk about it. Go ahead.
It's a little custom-made piece I made. I actually made this when I was in Arkansas, but thought it was time to, rock it out a little bit, show off, match it off with the chain,
Okay.
Had a good word today from Pastor Cartwright, so
drop that. Give me the word. Drop that. Let me hear. If you got something you want to say, let me hear.
I mean, it was just a moment that you had to be there. There's a lot that you could talk about. There's a lot that you can explain. Mainly, we were talking about before Pastor Cartwright came on, a financial advisor that Coach Prime had caught, Coach Fain, as we had called him today.
Yeah.
He came out there and was talking to us about financial literacy and what we need to do with our money, the kind of mindset we need, and ways to help manage our money and multiply our money for the future. So 10, 20, 30 years down the line, we're not going to be broke after we're all done with the league, So that was his message. And then Pastor Cartwright came on, just added on to that, and then brought up the story of David and Goliath. He was talking about making sure you stay in your bag, Who do you have in your bag? And, if you don't have the Almighty in your bag, then you basically lost every fight that you go in, So definitely heard that, he made a little skit where he brought Shane out there, Shane was up there. They all moved Shane to Goliath as he was, it was all a fun thing. And it was, very inspirational, very motivational, and, just thought it would be fitting,
Hey, it was. You hearing how to live right with your money, and you hearing how to live right with the G-O-D. Hey, he right. You ain't got a G-O-D, you guaranteed to lose. You got the G-O-D, you gonna win. And especially when you're doing right, you definitely gonna win. Now, your hat say JD, which I know what that means, and it say PC. Now, I feel like I know what that means because I feel it mean Polk County. Am I right?
Yes.
Now, what's the last part saying? Because I can't see it that good.
JD from PC.
Oh, okay. And it got the print. Oh, boy, I see. Okay, so you got, I see. So you say you made that.
Yeah, I did.
Man, you big time. So, hey, people going to want to buy something from you. You got it where we can get it, or we got to wait a little bit?
You're going to have to wait a little bit. I got to, get this started. This was a little custom piece I actually made just for myself. About a year ago. But if people want it, I'll definitely make something happen with it,
Hey, man, we're going to do it later too, but go ahead and just tell them how to get in contact with you if they want that, which I know somebody going to get it. Matter of fact, I get me one. So you just text me what I need to cash app you. I cash app you, but let them know how to get in contact with you, man.
Definitely. So I actually have a official, Jordan Domineck merchandise on my Instagram at jdomineck42. Okay. You can reach out to me through there, through the DM or whichever way, and we can definitely try and work something out where, I can get these made if anybody wants any. and just start something with that.
Yeah.
It was just, yeah, on the side, has 863 on the side of it.
Yeah. Polk County in the building.
Yeah,
Polk
we had to
County.
rock it. Other side, that was when I had 14, Bank
Right.
of Arkansas, but we're gonna have to update that. We
Yeah.
got
Put that
a new
on
number,
there.
a new number.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. Man, listen. We had you on. I'm glad you back on. We getting it done the right way, the correct way. So mama and pops, they could be at the house like, now this is what I'm talking about. This is how it's supposed to look. So, and I know they proud of you, because if everybody don't know, the day Wednesday. Wednesday is that Bible study. My boy got that Bible study in. Man, you light years ahead of many college athletes, because a lot of them just don't even go to that. And for you to already be going, man, you already headed in the right direction. That's just on the spiritual side. And then on the athletic side and the school side, yeah, we know you killing that. So man, I'm proud of you. I know everybody else proud of you, but I'm definitely proud of you, man. That's the place to be on a Wednesday night, especially for me. But hey, it is what it is. Now, high school, we're gonna run it back now. High school, you dominated. Did I see this correctly? Or was this like a 2-year thing? Did I see that you had 25 sacks? I'm going to say that again so everybody can hear me. 25 sacks in 1 year.
that's true. That was my senior year.
God, man, what you was doing? You just stood, what you told the quarterback, bro, just go down. I'm coming. Fall on the ground because I'm coming. What? How in the world you get 25 sacks in 1 year?
So back then we had a coach, Coach Freeman.
Yeah.
And he was always on us, and usually me and him would get into it. So like Monday through Thursday, we would always just be at each other's throat. And that was with every D lineman, we all at each other's throat.
Yeah.
So by Friday, we all come together. We like, look, this is how I know I'm right and you wrong. Whoever get the most sacks, whoever get the most tackles, whatever, this is what we're gonna do. So it was me, Tavion Cox, John Rogers, and Steven Masker. I remember that was back in high school at George Jenkins. Yeah. And we just went out there and tried to dominate. And we can attest to it. Anybody can say that's from George Jenkins. Anybody can tell you who's played us. That was the best defensive line George Jenkins has ever had, ever. Only person that's going to disagree is Coach Freeman, but it's okay.
Yeah. Hey, matter of fact, we interviewed him, and that's going to come out sometime later. Y'all going to see that. He talked about you. He brought it up. Now, what he said and what you said make total sense now. It is total sense. Hey, y'all, when that episode come out with Coach Freeman from George Jenkins on our podcast episodes, not when we doing this, but when me and my business partner do our podcast episodes, go look at that, because he's going to talk about Jordan Domineck on there, as well as all the George Jenkins boys. And it's going to make sense what Jordan just said and make sense what Coach Freeman just said. He briefed us on that there, man. So when y'all got off like that, when you had 25, did anybody come close to matching what you did? Or you just beat them to the punch all the time?
I just beat them to the punch. Good defensive line. We would corral the quarterback. I would just get there first.
Yeah.
I think the closest behind me was 7, 8.
Man, listen, how did you feel when you started getting it like that? Like, I know you had to say, somebody had to tell you, bro, cool out, man, chill out. You ain't all that you think you is, but your numbers killing it. So how you calm down from having the big head, man? Because that's a lot of sacks.
That's the crazy thing. I never had the big head. So if you know me, you know my mama, you know my dad, mama ain't gonna let me have that.
Yeah.
As soon as I get the big head, you might be doing that, but you slacking here, you slacking there. There's always something that you're not doing well. My dad's gonna step on the train too. He was my hardest coach, so it's just I never really had the chance to get the big head. Like I never really thought of myself as that guy, because I would always be like, okay, what could I do more?
Yeah.
Like I would have times where I'm like, man, I really am that dude. You feel me? But then it'd be like, but then I come back to reality. I'd be like, I gotta get somewhere. I got something I gotta do.
Yeah, exactly. It still goes out there to accomplish. Now, I read something about your pops, man. He played football in college, and he ended his time. He went to Bethel, I believe, and then ended at University of Florida.
Yeah.
Did he tell you anything about his playing career and what position he played?
So when he was out at his NAIA school out in, where was it? I believe Kansas at Bethel. Yeah. He was playing defensive end, but then he transferred back home closer to Florida. You know, he's from Fort Myers originally, so he transferred to Florida. They told him, look, you can either be a tight end or a running back because he's too small to play defensive line. So he was like, you know what? Let me play running back. And he was actually out there playing. He was behind Emmitt Smith. He was a preferred walk-on, I believe.
Right.
And he was behind Emmitt Smith. I remember he told me a whole bunch of names. They escaped my mind at the moment, but he was just telling me about all those times that he had. Hey, I can be proud because he averaged 20 yards per carry he ever has, you know. So he got into a game one time at Florida, took the ball, ran it up the gut, took off for 20 yards. That's his one play he ever had. Now he can say he averaged 20 yards a game when he played at Florida. You know, that's all time.
Hey, that's a D1 athlete, baby. Hey, nobody ain't breaking that.
Nobody.
Nobody ain't breaking that. He got that one forever. Man. Did he help train you as well? Like, did he throw ball on you? Because I got a son. Matter of fact, my son just came up to me this week and said, Dad, you mad at me? I said, nah, why? He said, because I ain't playing football. I said, nah, you good. He said, because I really like basketball, so I think this is what I want to do. But he only going to the 3rd grade. But it was funny because I always told my wife that I'm not going to put nothing on him. I need him to do what I did to my dad. I went to my dad and mom and said, hey, I want to play ball. So they signed me up. He came to me. He liked basketball. So I'm signing him up. I'm good with that. So how did you and your dad do since he played ball? Did he bring it to you or you brought it to him?
I was a super energetic and active child. So like 3 years old, I'm over here jumping off of, you know, everything and rolling around on the floor. So 3 years old, he put me in flag football. Me and my brother was 4. And from there we just played. So I played ever since I was 4 years old, like full tackle football up until high school, college now. So I think I'm going on year 20 of football, literally.
Hey, you in there getting
I've been playing. I never missed a year. I've always played. I love football so much. But then I was playing basketball and doing track and field and baseball when I was a little bit younger. Then got into track and field in the high school. Still played basketball, and you know, I was just like, I just love sports. Like I would just love being active. I just love having, you know, just fun. My best times were during track season during high school and AAU basketball travel. You know, those were the best times, you know, just expanding, meeting new people, traveling the country, seeing the sights, just enjoying your time as a naive 12, 13, 14-year-old. Man, it was just amazing.
Listen, I would tell anybody to play multiple sports. Get it in because it's gonna make everything else better for you instead of getting locked in. Nowadays, man, they be playing football from August to, well, let's say July. Because literally for some reason starting in July now. July to about November, October. Then they'll start back again in spring. I'm like, what? Little League ain't supposed to do this, but they doing it. Now, with that being said, your mom, did she ever say, or you always had size where she had to say, no, I don't put my baby out there. I don't want him to get hurt. Or you always had size and they like, let that boy go. Let him go out there and run somebody over.
I think it might have been her idea with how energetic I was. She wanted me to get out the house and drain my energy before I came in and wrecked the place, you know?
Yeah.
So, nah, but she never told me, yeah, I don't want you playing this or I don't want you playing that. Like, It would get to the point where, like, if I were to get hurt or something, she'd be like, okay, you're done for this game. You're done for this, that, for whatever. But it would never be to the point where it's like, I don't want you playing sports. I don't want you doing this. You know, she was always supportive and she always pushed me to actually go do better and be my best in sports, but also made it equally as important. Academics matter, you know. She was more worried about, I went and took the SAT and ACT, you know, and on the ACT, I got a 26.
Ooh, boy, you was out there balling.
Not enough. She made me go take it again and try and get a 29.
Hey, I like that though, man. That's bringing the best out of you. So she saw more in you, like, hey, now go run that back. Go get that for me.
Yeah.
I like that, man. I like that. Now,
you know, so
go ahead.
No. That's it. It was
Okay,
like,
okay.
so I got the 29 for her.
Oh,
She
you
put,
did?
I did, yeah.
How you felt when you got it? Did you go back and tell her like, Mom, how you knew I could get that?
I mean, she was just like, yeah, you can get the 29. If you don't get the 29, I want you to get like this Bright Future scholarship so you can get into college. Like, this is after I already got football scholarship. And she's like, no matter what, you're going to get this academics, So you're going to go back. I know you can do this. You're going to study for it. You're going to go in and pass it. And I did well enough to, pass it with a 29.
Yeah,
And
man, you blessed, man. You blessed. I'm talking about you knocked that out the ballpark. Boy, you knocked that. I don't even know how she knew you could get it, but man, you knocked that out of the ballpark. Now, Georgia Tech, because you signed there, they got now I talked to Ernie. I talked to Ernie because he came on the podcast. That's gonna be later. He talked about you as well. Boy, we had 2 connections to you. So them podcasts gonna be out. And they drop every Friday. But Ernie was telling me about how Georgia Tech is. Now, with that being said, because you got the grades to go anywhere, before you pick Georgia Tech, 25 sacks in one season, what was the college coaches coming around saying to you like, man, how in the world you get into the quarterback like that?
Man, it was, honestly, I felt like it was just the school I was at, we didn't really get too much exposure, we didn't really get too much. So when the college coaches came around, they'd be like, oh, wow, like, this kid's good. And yeah, they come around and say, yeah, you're good and everything. Like, they tell you what every recruit wants to hear. You try and, feed into it. But a lot of coaches just came around and were real with me. They were like, look, you're good. You got this to work on. And a lot of people told me I was too small. I was like 6'2", like 190, 195 coming out of, high school. So I was skinny. I was small for a little bit. But not too many coaches were talking to me because I had actually committed to USF for a year and a half, almost a year.
Yeah.
So it was like that. And yeah, I ended up sneaking over to Georgia Tech the weekend before signing day, and they flipped me. I seen the schedule. I really didn't think I was going to flip. I was like committed to USF. I loved it. I go to Georgia Tech. They telling me, hey, this is who you're playing. I asked my mom. She was like, yeah, this is a tech school. You know what I think.
Yeah.
I don't care about football as long as you get in here.
Yeah.
Dad was like, look at the competition.
Yeah.
Brother was like, yeah, you're not Mississippi State.
Yeah.
He went there. So it was like, yeah, you're not SEC, buddy. So I don't care. Not messing with you, but he was playing around with it. But no, it was a vibe. And I ended up going to Georgia Tech and just loving my time there, enjoying it. Had ups and downs, but overall, good experience.
Now, out of the blue, me and you, well, not out of blue with me and you, because me and you already knew we was going to do the interview, but out of the blue, the ACC network posted your play from Georgia Tech. Go ahead and tell the people, if they ain't never seen this play, how it went down. And I want to know what you was thinking, because, man, that play right there was talked about all year long. Matter of fact, that play still talked about to this day because it came out today. So that's how big time that play is. But tell everybody who ain't maybe never seen the play what you did at Georgia Tech versus KSU. So tell them how that went.
So first I got to set the scene. If I'm going to tell, I got to tell it correctly.
All right, go ahead.
So we're playing Kennesaw State. It's the first quarter. Our offense had just driven down and scored 7. But then Kennesaw State had been running the triple option the whole game, and they were driving down on us. Reminder, it's the end of the first quarter, and they basically have all the momentum of the game right now. They just driving on our defense. So they end up using try to triple option over to my side, and the tackle blocks down. So we had a play call where I would just surf down, and I'm supposed to take the quarterback. So I end up surfing, and I'm supposed to take the quarterback, but I just decided, you know what, let's go for it. I turn my body. He tries to pitch it. I slap the ball. The ball falls down, hits my foot. The ball rolls, gives me a generous bounce. The quarterback's confused, doesn't know where the ball went. I look down, go scoop it, start running. Quarterback tries to run on me. Stiff arm one man, keep going. My boy Charlie runs up on me. we talking like he's yelling at me, ready to celebrate and everything, but he doesn't see the other receiver coming from the backside.
Yeah.
And I'm looking back and I see it and I look at him and I'm like, it was instinct. You know, I just pushed him into the dude and I took a little hop step into the end zone. I was like, yeah, I got to score this. We had a good chat about it. We talked about it afterwards when we got to the sideline and everything. It was just, you know, a spur of the moment thing. And it ended up going insanely viral. I still get DMs about it and I still see it. So it's like, it's nice that it keeps popping up, man. I love it.
Ain't it no? And guess what? That draft day, they gonna play it. They gonna play it. That play, they gonna play. Now, check this. Is that basically how you got them 25 sacks? You just, hey, now I'm gonna make that play. Because if you would have went the normal way they told you to do it, you wouldn't have, that play wouldn't have played out like that. He maybe would have held it or tossed it, but you wouldn't have been able to hit it because you would have been focused at that tween spot. Like, all right, what you gonna do? I'm gonna force you, and then you would have had to go from there.
Yeah.
Man, listen, what did everybody say to you after? Because I know I was talking about it. Everybody around Polk County was talking about it. Everybody around the country was talking about it. So matter of fact, what your brother said? Because your brother said you ain't Mississippi State. So what he said I know you call him, hey, you see what I did? I know you seen what I did out there. So what he said?
He came back. He said, "Yeah, you wouldn't say that. You wouldn't do that to Dak Prescott," and hung up the phone.
Hey, he still had something to say. hey, my boy, still on you.
Nah, but he was like, "Man, good play," and just like we were just chatting about, we just talking about it and just having fun with it. But nah, it was a crazy experience because when that happened, like in the second quarter, we come back from like a defensive drive or whatever, and we walk over to the sideline, and somebody comes up to me and they're like, "Hey, bro, you're going viral. Like Lamar Jackson retweeted the play." I was like, "For real?" They were like, "Yes, bro." Like, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like that's crazy." And so it was just like a whole bunch of stuff. Like everybody was like, you know, and that turned the game for us. You know, we had scored, and then our offense just took over and everything. So it was just a good feeling all around.
Now check this. All y'all that's Colorado fans, all y'all that's getting ready for this defense, I'm gonna let him run one more play for us. Because the boy, I do not know how he does it. I told y'all 25 sacks in 1 year. I'm gonna repeat that again so it can get into your ears, so it can sink down here and marinate a little bit. 25 sacks in 1 year in his high school, senior year. Not all together. 1 year, 25 sacks, y'all. All right. That's one play in Georgia Tech he told you about. Made a play. That play didn't even supposed to happen, but he got the instance. But bam, he did what he did, took off. I'm gonna let him tell y'all about another play that he balled out. Tell him about that Duke play now. Tell him about, hey, Colorado, we got a baller in Jordan Domineck, y'all. This boy know how to get the ball from the QB, and somehow, I ain't even gonna spoil the story. Go ahead, run that one. Tell them how you did that one. Set the scene, do whatever you need to do. I tell them about that play right there too, because that had the people talking as well.
For that, we got to set the scene again. So we're playing Duke, right? And I think we were down by like 3 or 4. I can't remember how much, but we had just given them a 3 and out. So they end up punting, and our dude at the back just missed the ball. Yeah, ended up going to the end zone. He ended up getting into a safety. Oh no, it ended up going back and just like dropping at the 1. Right. Offense comes out, they get safety. We're like, oh man. Yeah. So they end up on the kickoff muffing the ball, and they drop it down at their 2-3 yard line. Yeah. And we are holding them and everything. It's like first play or second play of the drive. Right. And our coach is talking to us in the huddle, and he's like, "What do y'all want to call? What do y'all want to call? You know, should we call it? Should we call this? Should we call that? Like a chill pressure? Like, should we drop back?" We were like, "Nah, let's blitz them." Yeah, like, that's literally what our linebacker was like. Yeah, nah, let's blitz them. Let's go get them. You know. Yeah. So we ended up we had a fire zone, I believe, and we ended up rushing 5. And when we rushed the 5, like my boy Quez came up and took on the blocker that was supposed to be pulling for me. That other tackle blocked down. Yeah. I ended up just having a straight shot to the quarterback. It's a little play action RPO, and man, it opened up like the Red Sea. The running back tried to stop me. I lowered my shoulder, ran through the running back, jumped on the quarterback's back, slapped the ball out, and then the ball fell to the ground. I jumped over the quarterback and ended up grabbing that, and that was a touchdown, you know. So then ended up getting up celebrating. My boy Kurt had to grab me and throw me to the ground because he knew I was about to throw the ball into the stands. Like, he knew I was about to go crazy.
Yeah.
Get us a flag or something, but you know, we all just ended up running over to the sideline, enjoying it. Like, it was a good play. Like, everybody did their thing. We all blitzed in the perfect way. Like, it was just great.
Now, you know I'm going to run it back now. What your brother said, what he said about this play, because you out there, you like a highlight machine. So what he said on this play, what big bro said on this one?
Nah, so crazy thing, he actually said good job on that one. We didn't really make too many jokes because that was the week that my uncle Wayman had died. Oh. And we had dedicated it. I had dedicated that game to him, you know. So it was like, it was a good game, you know. I really had the ball out. I ended up getting ACC Player of the Week that week, but it was all through him, you know. Yeah. So it was just something for us, and you know, it was still a good play. But
right. He couldn't. Yeah. Okay, I get that one. I ain't. Hey, you telling me stuff I ain't know.
You good. You good.
Yeah. You running me one I ain't know right there. All right. Hey, y'all. I told y'all, Domineck. Hey, Jordan Domineck, that guy. Jordan Domineck, that guy. He's that guy, y'all. When he get to the Pac-12, expect him to dominate. Now, you keep doing stuff, man. You keep making plays, man. You at Arkansas. Well, let's run it back. What made you leave Georgia Tech to go to Arkansas? Was it the coaching change, or did that happen after?
So the coaching change ended up actually happening after.
Okay.
I had just graduated from Georgia Tech. I had gotten my degree. Yeah. And, you know, at the time, I really wanted to go into physical therapy, and I still do. Yeah. So they didn't have a major for me to do physical therapy while at Georgia Tech because it was more of a STEM-based core, you know. Okay. So I couldn't really do anything that had to do with physical therapy or whatnot. Right. So I ended up transferring for that reason, going to Arkansas because they had a great physical therapy program. But I ended up realizing that I still had prereqs that I would have to take. And to get into PT school, it would take me 3 years just to get through it, you know, just to get through the prereqs, just to be able to get into DMT school for, you know, go into the training and all that. So it was like, I'm just going to, you know, do something else for now, try and get a certificate. And then, you know, once I'm done with football, whenever that is, whenever that may be, whenever God has planned, you know, try and go back into school and do that, or find something along my life that something else I really want to do. And,
right. Exactly, man. Everything gonna pan out like it need to. You got your head on straight. You seeking God. Your family behind you. They on top of you. Mama and daddy ain't gonna let you fail. So you succeed now, and you gonna continue to succeed in football and in life. Like that whole 9, we ain't worried about that. I know when I look up, when you 35, 45, 55, you gonna be doing your thing. So that ain't even no problem, man. When you get out here in that SEC ball, because you know everybody in the SEC. Now it is like that, but when you get out there, how you feel like, man, you out there like, so this what all the hype about. How did it feel getting out there doing your thing, knowing that, hey man, I done it in the ACC, now I'm doing it in the SEC, so I'm like that, but I know you ain't gonna get the big head because ain't everybody at the hometown ain't letting you get that. But how did it feel just getting out there? To me, I believe that was your best season stat-wise, maybe.
Yeah, it was. So I ended up having 34 tackles, 7.5 sacks, 9.5 TFLs, 1 forced fumble recovery. 2 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery. No touchdowns, unfortunately. I wanted one, but I didn't get one. Yeah. But that was my best year statistically wise so far, at Arkansas. And, you know, it was just, I felt like I had a chip on my shoulder coming in because a lot of people were telling me, oh, ACC to SEC is different. He's not going to be able to keep up. He's not this, he's not that. And I really came in, people don't know. Like, I'm not this isn't that, this ain't that. I'm not one of the people that just gonna come in for the glory and the fame. Like, I know I'm here to work and I'm here to, make it somewhere. And ended up, playing in Arkansas, did what I felt like I could do, the best I could do.
Yeah.
Well, not the best I could do, but because, I can always get better. But I feel like,
you did your
played
thing.
my heart out, definitely gave 100 there. And, that was just my thing.
Now, with you being in the SEC, and you handled business. When you was getting ready to go, man, did you say, man, I could stay one more year here and I could still hit that lead? Or was that Colorado and Coach Prime just pulling on you like, hey, you can go do something new, all eyes on y'all, and every play that you do here, whatever, listen, I already know you're going to make highlight plays because that's just what you do. At Arkansas, you had highlight plays. But when you get here, your highlight play, whatever it was, and Lamar Jackson was talking about it, you can imagine that's going to intensify by a billion when you make them plays out here. And they're all black, they're all white, or that black on gold. When you make them plays out here, man. So what made you say, hey, man, I want to rock with Coach Prime. I want to head out there and I want to do what I do. So what made you take that journey?
So the crazy thing, I just ended up leaving Arkansas because, it was just something that I felt like I needed to do somewhere. I just needed to go somewhere. Like, I love the Arkansas. I love the vibe. Don't get me wrong. I love it. It was electric. Like, there are times where I'd be like, should I left, and I just like, I got to stick by what I did, But I definitely love Arkansas. I love, like, the vibe, the atmosphere that they gave. I just felt like, I need to go somewhere else for my last year. Like, I feel like God's telling me to go somewhere else. So ended up doing that. And I honestly didn't think Coach Prime and they were going to reach back out to me. Like, because I had, before I transferred to Arkansas, I had taken an official visit to Jackson State, and I had seen what they had and what they were offering and all that. And I was just like, they almost flipped me. That's the crazy thing about it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try and test myself at the SEC. I want to see what it is there. No offense to the swag. I just wanted to see. Everybody's telling me, oh, you're not going to make it in the SEC. I'm like, I'm basically doing this like, I want to do it, but I'm about to spite people off, like I'm doing this out of spite against people too.
Right.
Like, it's just like, you're not going to tell me what I can and cannot do. So ended up going to Arkansas, played. And then when I ended up joining the portal again, they reached back out to me and, we rekindled that connection. They showed me, look, you ready to come home now? Like, like, you know what it is. Like, come on here, come to the family and everything. A lot of coaches were reaching out to me. I was reaching out to a lot of people, but end of the day, I felt like this was the best place for me to go. Like I felt like this was my calling. And,
bro, look how God worked that thing out. You was about to be with Coach Prime, last year, but now you with him this year. So it was a part of your journey. You was gonna link back up. Now you can't just throw that out there because I ain't know that. I ain't know that you had the JSU. So how they got in contact? Like how that went down with JSU? Like what you said? Like who got in contact with you there? Like, hey, Coach Prime was had. Like, did he talk to you there, or was it all his defensive style hollering at you, or whoever the recruiter was? Because I know they had one of the guys from Polk County that was committed. So I don't know. Well, that might have happened before after. But go ahead, tell me about it.
Nah, so once I hit the portal from Georgia Tech, they had just reached out. They started talking to me, their defensive staff and all that. Started talking to everybody, and then, I really didn't even realize because I didn't really follow football too much at the time. I didn't even realize like Coach Prime was at Jackson State at the time.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm just over here like in my own little world. I'm a little like anime, like that's me. Like I'm watching anime and just playing video games and walking around Atlanta. That was my vibe. I didn't really know too much outside of my own little world.
Right.
But then I started looking into it and I was like, oh snap, like who this, like I know this guy and everything. And like I remember my dad telling me stories of him and playing against him when he was back in high school and everything. So it was just like, that's amazing, So it was just like, it was like a humbling experience for them to reach out and talk to me and everything. Right. Told me come down, met with Coach Ray, Coach Ray from Polk County. And connection. So we just chopped it up for a little bit, talked to him and, everything just worked out, but ended up not going to Jackson State, but they almost had me flipped. I'm not gonna lie. I was like this close. Like it was, I had to go back home and make a decision.
Listen,
It was one of those things.
That's something special, man. That is something special. You got that top Power 5 level talent, and whatever Coach Prime got, and whatever Coach Prime and his staff got, they almost had you. I don't know what they got, but man, the college world in trouble, because if they almost got you to come, imagine what y'all finna do at Colorado. Matter of fact, what y'all already doing. But yeah, as it continues to grow, golly. So now run it back. You hear what Coach Prime say, hey, by time, big dog, come on. I ain't even got to say no more to you. You know what we want to do with you. Bring that talent right on over here. And you already a highlight machine. We finna make show. Boy, you gonna be on the top 10 every night. So how did that conversation go coming back? Well, not coming back, but getting reintroduced to Coach Prime at Colorado.
I mean, I really it was basically said and done. Like as soon as I got to Colorado and I was out there on the vibe and everything, the more I was around the city, the more I fell in love with the place, the more I was seeing, the more I was feeling like, this is home. This will be the best decision for me.
Yeah.
So by the time, on the official visit, when you go and talk to the head coach, it was just like, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
It was more so a visit for my dad and my mom talking and, catching up with Coach Prime from, the good old days back when they played high school and everything. So that was just, that was just them basically. And I was just sitting there just enjoying listening to the stories,
Yeah. Listen, yeah, I ain't gonna let you get out without that now. So did they remember each other? Like, hey, man, you were getting off out there. I know Coach Prime was getting off, but I don't know how your dad was doing. So did they remember each other?
The crazy thing, yeah. So they remembered each other when they were back at Jackson State when they were talking to each other, and then once we got back up here, it was just another conversation for them, and it was just just reminiscing, just talking about the old days, the old high schools they used to do, like how they used to play, everything, just what they've experienced as their talk, where I just got to sit back and listen because that's when real grown folk that know what they talking about are talking.
Right.
So I was just like, let them talk, and I'm just gonna listen.
Did mom say, Coach Prime, I want to make sure my son get the best of the best here now, education wise? Well, what she said here, I know she had to hit it with that education now.
Mama gonna hit him every time. She had already asked her questions before. Like we were in the when we were on the academic wing every day talking to them. She had all her questions. She was there for about an hour and a half. It was scheduled for 30 minutes, just talking, asking questions. What's he gonna be doing? What's this? What's that? Yeah. But it was just nice, She she's gonna be on top of the education aspect of it every time.
Right. Man, listen, you seeing the guideline of how to be successful, boy. They getting it to you. Now, since you've been here, because I think I talked to you around March. So thank goodness I'm getting to talk to you in the summer. So now you done went through everything. You done went through spring ball. You done went through getting to know Coach Prime, getting to know the coaches. You seen it when it was in spring ball. Now you seen it when everybody else here. Man, just tell me how that journey was from January to now, man. Just break me down on the journey.
The amount of work hasn't changed. It's just intensified, It's crazy. Like just seeing like the difference between the two, like you could say it's the two teams, like it's a whole difference. You can see like the air, like how everybody feels about it, how everybody wants to come. I made a good connection with the people that were here, it was nice for them to be here. It was just enjoyable both times, but like they ended up, having to choose where they wanted to go else. They decided to enter the portal and everything, and like that was great, like they found their homes and everything, and I'm happy for them and they had success. But like seeing the vibe and the aura that we have now, like people are really serious about coming out, and we see like what we need to do. Like we're really like trying to gel as a team and really trying to get together and click. So it's like at the end of the day, look, we're here for one reason, and that's to win. And we talk about that now. We talked about it today. Like we made sure, like, look, we all need to be on the same page. We need to win. Do what you need to do. Sacrifice what you need to sacrifice. Get into your playbook. Get into your bag, as Pastor Cartwright said, and just do what you need to do.
Gotta do.
Yeah.
Does it feel so good to get ready to have an amazing season, but in this journey, your last go round of college ball before you go attack this dream, does it feel good? Like, man, you on a squad that everybody want to eat. So practice really gonna be like the league, because you got so many guys want to hit the league on both sides of the ball, and everybody trying to fight to get to this starting spot. So just in the summer, in the spring, well, the summer part, how has the competition and drive been going? Like, boy, when we put on pass, do it when we put on pass. Then I know somebody. Hey, wait till we put on pass. Boy, I'm gonna run through your throat. You keep playing around. So, but even though it's competition, I still know that side gonna come out. So, how does it feel, man? Just knowing it's gonna be all like get it mode.
It's crazy, like, it's a feeling that I can't even like express, like, Well Off Media and Reach the People Media on YouTube, they the ones that really describe it best. They can show you like what's going on, like all the D linemen are getting turned, one-on-ones are getting crazy. That's the best way they can describe it. They're gonna show you what's going on out there. But the vibe is like it's unmatched. Competition is everything. From like we over here trying to race each other on our get-offs, like get off the ball type thing, trying to see who can do the faster time between the drills and everything. Like we trying to all like we all just working, So competition level is definitely high right now. Like everybody's competing, and the competition level is just gonna get more intense as we get closer to the season in the camp, So like as we judge the team, we're also, iron sharpens iron, sword sharpens swords. That's how it's gonna be, and that's how we've been treating it. So as we go, you guys are gonna see like the intensity that we're gonna have. We're gonna be a different aura for sure.
Look, I already know Coach Prime been talking about it. He say, look, I turned into a different, I coach different when I hit that August and it start again for real. So I already know. Have you asked some of the boys at JSU, like, how he really get down? Like, is it like he's saying, do we change up like that? And he just boom, boom, boom. Have you asked, or you just go with the flow and you ain't even worried about it because you know you're going to do what you got to do? Either way, you're going to do what you got to do, but did you ask?
Nah, I ain't even ask. I'm not going to lie to you. Like,
chill.
I'm just ready to go.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I
want to play. That's my thing. I want to play. That's my goal. I want to make it somewhere. Like, I already know it's gonna get intense, but I've seen it intense before. I know it's gonna be more intense than I think, but we're gonna make it through. That's how it's gonna be. We're gonna make it through.
Yeah, exactly. All facts. And everywhere you go, you do your thing, so that ain't even no problem. Tell me, man, how you felt, because the numbers in the spring, that was the talk of the town, man. The numbers in the spring. Matter of fact, it's still people that technically don't have their numbers. They don't have them because it's only a select few of y'all had them by the time the spring game came. Now, when the spring game came, everybody had to wear a jersey. But I don't know if they still earn a jersey yet. So that might still be up for grabs during fall camp. But how did you feel earning 44? And tell me what made you pick 44.
Earning 44 was a lot. I just felt like I've been working in like coaches seen that I had tried been working. I've been trying to do what I needed to do during practice, making sure that I knew my assignments, knew what I was doing, playing as fast as they needed me to play, making sure I was in conditioning, not messing up as much as, just not messing up as much. Yeah. And, earning that number, it was really special to me, especially since, my boy Quez used to wear it. I couldn't wear 42. I didn't want to go back to my Georgia Tech days. Can't get 14, can't go back to my Arkansas days. And, 44 is just like, I want to play in that. That's my number. That's the one I want. My boy Quez used to wear the Georgia Tech, and I was like, let me rep this for Quez, my boy. So that was that. Yeah. And then I used to wear 44 when I played AAU basketball too for the Hawks. Yeah. I was like 6th grade, so felt like it was presidential.
Hey, it is. I like that. I like how you threw that in there. If y'all don't know, y'all know who president number 44 was, baby. Y'all know who that was, but we ain't even gonna go there. I like how you threw that in there. Check this now. You just made me think. Whenever you hang jerseys in your house, boy, your thing gonna look real fine. It's gonna look real fine. And then on top of that, the AllStar games that you'll get to play in, because I know you're gonna handle business, and it's at least 4 or 5 AllStar games that you can go to that that you can get into. So I like that as well. Now, being that you here and the season almost here, man. August is right here, pretty much. It's here. Like, you right there at the front door. Everything you want, man. Everything you want right in front of your face. You got you here. You got all your dreams over here. Ain't nothing but work there, and you already used to that. So, how do you feel heading into this season, man? Because you done put in work. The summer about over. So, how do you feel heading into this fall camp, man?
I feel like there's more work to be done. Like,
Ooh, I like that.
remember, I'm not satisfied. Like, I don't feel like I'm where I need to be right now
Okay.
for the season. Like, I still got some more work to do, more work
Yeah.
to put in. So let's keep it going. You know,
Let's get it.
I'm not there yet.
Krista said, "Who have you gotten closer to?" Because my business partner, I met him while we was in JUCO, which is junior college. Anybody want to know? JUCO is junior college. So I met him in junior college, and me and him, I met him in 2004, and we friends now. I went to his. No, he came to my wedding. I came to his wedding. He done had kids. I done had kids. We still rolling. So he married. I'm married. Well, you know, because I said we came to marriage. But how does it feel, man? Like, who you done got close with since you been here? I know you probably got guys you close with at GT, guys at Arkansas, but who have you gotten close to here?
So I've been here. I've been close with Breedlove Kendrick.
Yeah.
You know, lives relatively close to me. I got close with Shane. You know, he lives close to me.
Yeah.
I got close with J5. I talked to a few people. My boy Slush. You know, he came from Arkansas with me. I'm close with him.
Yeah.
We be talking. We be chopping it up. And then, you know, I'm trying to really get around and talk to a lot of people. I'm definitely getting close with my Bucks in there. You know, Taj. Yeah. You know, I'm trying to get close with D-Mac. Trying to get close. I'm getting close with everybody. You know, so it's just a whole lot going on, and I'm close with everybody. I can't even I just be naming names. At this
yeah. You'll be all day. I get it. I get it.
But yeah,
y'all rocking. That's the main thing. Y'all boys rocking. His family out there. Cheryl C said she want to know more about your brand as well. But before you talk about your brand, she want to know what are your goals for this upcoming season.
My goals for the upcoming season, I want to get at least 15 sacks. That's my goal. That's my vision. I need that. That's what I want to do. That's my goal for myself. If I feel like if I don't get that, I feel like I'm a failure. That's really how it is. Like, I didn't make my goal, you know?
Right.
So that's my goal for the season. Trying to get that's my personal goal.
Right.
Goal-wise, I want a natty. That's plain and simple. I want a natty. We definitely working towards it. We definitely got talent for it for sure. And that's what I'm planning. That's my goal. Like, I want a natty. I don't want just another ring. I want like an actual national championship.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring it. We're trying to win every game. I'm not trying to lose a game. I'm not trying to none of that.
Right.
That's how I feel.
Hey, man, I'm right there with you. I want all that for y'all. I want it all. Ryan Nicole said, what games are you looking forward to or ready to get to?
Oh, I didn't even get to talk about my brand on the last question. You know.
Oh, my bad. Run that.
Run back with it, you know.
I did. My bad. Hey, you know, I'm be getting it in, boy. Go ahead.
Knowing. But no. So I definitely have, you know, just my brand. There's a lot of stuff, outfits, and everything, apparel, merchandise on my Instagram, Domineck42. You can just click the link in my bio. There's also endorsements that I have as well. You know, get percentages off and everything if you use my code. But my brand, if you're asking about like my personal brand, like what do I want it to be or what is it like that I can do to like get you guys stuff like that and everything. But I don't really, you know.
I say go both routes on it. Go either route you want to go on.
Both routes with it. For this, I definitely want people to try. If you definitely want to have something like this and you are interested in something like this, definitely hit my DM. I'd have to custom make it for you. Definitely would love to do that. I could let you know how much it could be. We could definitely work something out.
Yeah.
If you were talking about just what my personal brand is and how I feel it, I want to be somebody that, you know, you look at, I'll give you a smile and you already know it's going to be all right. Everything.
Yeah.
Just smiling. That's just me. Like, this is my personality. You gonna love me. You gonna hate me. I'm gonna be me either way. This is
I
my
like
brand. That's my personality. I'm different. That's how I can
that.
say it. I'm different. I'm not like anybody that you would think you've met. Like, you gotta, once you get to know me, you're gonna be like, yeah, he's a whole different person. Like,
Right.
it's different, So my brand is be yourself, be unique. That's my brand.
Okay, I like that. I like that. It's the truth. You the only JD. Is no JD like you. It won't be one. It ain't one in front of you. Ain't one behind you. You the only one. You the only one. Even if you'd have been an identical twin, you still would have been you,
Me.
and brother would have been him. So either way, it was going you. Hey, like you said, man, you doing your own thing. Uh, and then Ryan Nicole had said, "What games are you looking forward to? Are you ready for?" Like, man, like, oh, I want that one right there. I know you probably want them all. But what one that you like, hey, boy, right here now? Because I always throw this out to my defensive guys because this is just how I see it. You got Caleb Williams, the Heisman quarterback, coming back. You know he gonna be out there doing what he do,
Yeah,
and
I know.
doing what he do. So when you get you one on it, you get you a sack or you knock the ball out and you run it back and you stiff arm and all in his face. Who you looking forward to? Because I'm looking for him with y'all, but what game you looking for? If and not player wise, but that's just me talking. What game you looking for? Overall, you just excited for everything.
Nebraska.
Oh, tell me why. Let me hear that.
My boy Jeff over there. My boy Jeff Sims. My boy Tony Pierce Jr. You know Jeff Sims from Georgia Tech. My boy Tony Pierce.
Yeah, and he was at the Under Armour All American when Coach Prime was there. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if he say nothing about that, but he was there. Because I was there when they was doing it. But go ahead, run that.
Yeah, I want to play against him. I played against Jameer Gibbs last year when we played, just beating up with
Yeah,
old teammates, and this is gonna be a good rivalry. I want to see how far he's progressed. That's my favorite game. And then I heard there's a huge rivalry out here against Nebraska, so I definitely want to be a part of that and go down as a piece of history that helped beat Nebraska whenever, during that rivalry matchup. That's my thing. I want to do that.
yeah. Hey, I'm with you on that. Hey, listen, I'm gonna be in the house TCU, be in the house Nebraska, be in the house USC. I'm trying to see if I can be in the house for Oregon, but you know how that. Hey, I'm trying to get everything squared away. Um, E. Willer said, "Ask JD, is he still the eh, 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 eh?"
Of course, of course.
That's shadow
I'm still
boxing,
the
y'all.
Godfather.
That's shadow boxing, y'all. Now listen, go ahead. I ain't even gonna tell you what I
I'm
think
still the
about that. Go ahead.
Godfather. Until they get it on camera that I lost, I still haven't lost. So take
So
it how you will. JB, Caleb Williams, Assad, anybody that wants to smoke, I want to smoke. Shador, I want to smoke with everybody. You know, definitely JB though, because JB, you guys know, I'm still waiting on JB. I'm still
wait, be
waiting on
ducking
JB
you.
to get him back on camera.
So he ducking you.
Yeah, now he ain't ducking me, but yeah, every time we do it, it's never on camera. Every time we every time we go, it's never on camera, man. So it be
Hey,
going back and forth too. We be having long games. They be like 2-3 minutes.
yeah,
It be
yeah,
moving so fast. People be like what?
yeah. What y'all boys in there getting it?
Mm-hmm.
Oscar said I couldn't catch all of it, but he said the competition at DN. What you think about it at CU?
Amazing. I'm working my butt off every day trying to make sure I stay ahead of them boys if I can. Like it's insane. Like I said, we competing on get offs. From there, it's just the beginning of the day. Like we competing in every single thing.
Yeah,
And then it's not there's no animosity in there either. Nobody's over here like, oh, I don't like him, so he's not gonna get this play. Nah. So if we're out there during a walkthrough, if we're out there during like a player land practice or anything like that, we'll just talk to each other, make sure everybody knows exactly what we need to know.
yeah.
Like, hey, you got this on this assignment. Hey, you got this on this play. You drop here, you rush here. Like this is what you got to do. So it's like everybody's gonna help each other. There's not animosity in the room. There's not like, oh, I don't like him, I don't like that. And there's not any beef in there either. Like we're basically all brothers. Like we come
Yeah.
in, we get our job done, we working, we making sure everybody's good. We leave on a high note, just good.
Hey, listen, man. Yo, I don't know if y'all hearing everything he's saying. Oh, hold on, before I even go there, Mama done popped up. Mama done popped up, so I gotta stop everything I'm doing. Mama done popped up, so I gotta stop. Mama said, "You're the best, my love. Stay humble." Oh, she said, "Stay humble." Mama, hey, you said Mama be on you. Mama be on you. I like that. Boy, I love, man, listen. I love how you getting raised, man. Listen, me and my business partner, we talk about this. This is why we started the Life in Football, man. This is why we started this business, because I used to tell him, man, I want to go talk to all the players around the country and just tell them what's coming next. I didn't hit the league, but I know what's coming in this work world. They better get ready. And I done seen boys hit the league. Some lasted 13 years. Some lasted practice squad. I seen it all. So I'm like, I seen everything. So it ain't like, and then I'm still hollering at everybody. So I'm going through the process. Even though I ain't hit the league, I'm going through the process. I'm hearing what they saying. I seen guys who only played 4 years and how they got to come back out and live. So at the end of the day, everybody got to come back out and live. So, man, with your parents being locked in, and then with my business partner, his story is amazing just to get to where he at right now. So, man, with your mom and dad being there for you, bro, that's such a big blessing. That's what me and him talk about, just being in our household. Like my kids get to see me and my wife every day. They get to see what husband and wife look like. Him and his wife, they get to see what husband and wife look like. So the kids just getting to see that. So, man, you blessed, man, on top of blessed, and then they pushing you to go, like, they see your expectations. So, I mean, I love it, man. And then you got your brother here. Hey, go get it. So I like that, man. Bro, you blessed, man. Blessed on top of blessed, man. Krista said, how do you like or dislike the new Coach Prime cleats?
I didn't wear them.
Oh, so you ain't even got no, you don't think nothing about them because you ain't get to rock them yet.
Yeah, I didn't get to. I don't. They're not mine. You know, I can't say anything about them. They look good. Don't get me wrong. They look fine.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna wear them, so it's like can't really tell you. Never wore them.
So y'all, until he get his hands on them, he don't know. He don't know, man. Let me see. Wisconsin's look like his name is. He said, "How challenging is it to learn the new defensive scheme?"
It's pretty challenging. You know, I learned it myself. Like, you got to find ways and techniques to learn. You got to be able to group certain things together and everything. So once you know one thing, you basically know something else. And once you learn one thing, you know something else. And it's not about really memorizing what you know. It's more so about actually understanding the defensive concept of what you do here, how this affects here, how this affects there, how they rotate, how they operate. You know, once you understand the defense, it's easier to know how to work it. You know, and that's what I'm really trying to work on, is getting more in depth in the defense, because I know it, but I don't know it to the point where it's like I know this, that, and the third. Like, I can answer any question right off the top of my head like that. So that's what I've been working on too. It's an ongoing process. They make it easy to learn because they really go in depth with it with their teachings and everything.
Right.
But you know, I'm still out here. I gotta learn everything. Like, I want to make sure I know literally everything.
I like that. Boy, you gonna dominate. Boy, you gonna dominate. Now, everybody in this chat, I keep hearing them talking about you be singing. What, you sing? So you sang? Cause you know, now you know me and D Matt, we got a group going. Me and D Matt, you trying to join? Cause hey, boy, I sing, boy. I sing. Boy.
I'm not as open with my music as D-Mac is just yet. I'm not as open with it, but just know I'm working on something, you know.
So you got
hopefully it comes to fruition, but I'm working on something.
Okay, so it is gonna come to fruition. Hey, it's gonna come. You're gonna bring it right out to life. John the Liquidator said, how is the chemistry coming along on the defensive line?
It's coming along well, you know. Like I said, we treat each other like brothers and everything. Like, we all messing with each other. We know we mess with, like, we punch with each other. We have fun with each other. Like, it's all just love at the end of the day. That we can talk to each other about anything. We can communicate, and you know, we all know what each other's likes are, what our dislikes are. You know, we don't ever push the boundary between each other. Like, it's it's just us. Like, it's chemistry. Like, at the end of the day, it's competition though. Like, look, I'm still better than you with this. No, I'm better than you with this. Line it up, then. Come on, let's do it. It's still competition at the end of the day, but we're gonna make sure like it's a good vibe. It's a great atmosphere around there, especially with the defensive line group. I feel like we're the closest group on the team.
I like Shane said that too. Shane was talking about that too, man. And listen, No Score Zone said he wants you to talk about that play when you score that TD and you push your boy and that KSU play. I know you talked about it earlier, but give him a little something on it, man. Give him a little something on it.
I mean, I felt like, why not try this? I've been trying to do something like that all week. Like, I felt like I came in under Coach Johnson when he was running the triple option. So I felt like if anybody could make a play, it had to be somebody at Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
It just ended up happening to be my play. Hit the ball, scooped it up, got him off me, got my boy off me, had to score a touchdown. At that point, I was like, I'm not going to be denied. I need this. I ran 70 yards. I'm not going to be taken down at the 5,
Yeah.
I can't let that happen. I can't let that happen. I'm going to go. I took off. And I crossed field with it too, which made me even more tired because I was crossing all the way across to my sideline. And I'm just like, I'm tired. When I tell you, like, I got more bunnies than what you saw in the video. That little hot ski, I got more bunnies than I promise you. I got more bunnies than that. I was tired at that point. At that point, I just had to like go to the sideline. I was like,
running on down. Yeah, running on E right
there.
Now I'm gonna give you one more question. Y'all forgive me if I missed any of y'all questions. Man, y'all know how we do. So forgive me if I missed anyone. I'm gonna give him one more. I'm gonna let him ride. Cause we done ran it up on him. Man. Pitt said, ask him if Bishop is always so intense. Cause he gonna rip somebody up out there during the season.
24/7. Just wait till
like
the pass come on. Just wait till the pass come on. Everybody out there, you're gonna see a different side of us when we put the pads on. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's game time.
Just stay tuned. Stay tuned.
You know what I love about it, man? That Coach Prime get to throw his mindset and his attitude, and all the coaches getting to throw that on y'all boys, man. And y'all already coming with what y'all done learned up to this point, and now y'all bring that into play. Man, I feel
that's the thing though. He went out and recruited people that have that mindset. We came in wanting that. We dogs. We don't need to learn that. We want it already. Now it's just getting amplified and intensified. Like, look, Coach Prime went and got like-minded people like him. He wants some dogs. He wants some wolves that are gonna go out there and go crazy. And that's what we trying to do. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Don't get me wrong.
Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. Coach Prime wanted ballers that go get it, that had his mindset, and he brought them in. It's only finna intensify, y'all. So get ready to watch this season do what it do. Man, y'all, you know how we do at the end, man. Well, before I jump into it, go ahead and give them one more time your social media, how they can get in contact with you.
All right, so through social media, you can contact me through Instagram, JDomineck42. Twitter, JDomineck16, and TikTok, FGOG_JD42.
Okay. Hey, do you got YouTube?
It's in the process. I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to get it set up,
Okay. I like that. Listen, man. Oh, hold on. Gary told me, my bad, Pops. Pops, my bad. I saw it, but the conversation was going. So Pop's in the building too, man. Pop's in the building too, man. Your dad in the building. Mr. Domineck, appreciate you. Miss Domineck, appreciate you. Y'all, hey, I love how y'all rock. I love how y'all do what y'all do. Blessings to y'all. Listen, man, blessings to you, man. May God bless you to have an amazing season. Them 15 sacks you want, boy, I hope he give it to you plus more. I'm talking about plus more. Where you wake up and you say, man, do I really got this many sacks? Like, golly. So may God, man, may he bless you to have an amazing season, man. May he bless your health, man, where you stay healthy all the way through. Man, may he bless you on the academic side where you take off in class as well. May he bless you in your playbook where you know your plays so good that you can call you could play any position on the D-line, or if they threw you at outside linebacker, you could run that too, man. Then on top of that, man, may you and the defensive line and the whole defensive squad, y'all be on attack mode. May y'all be the most feared defensive squad in the country, man. I'm talking about when players really come to y'all after the game and say, boy, I'm glad this thing over, boy. Y'all boys out here, I ain't never seen nobody play like this. Man, I'm talking about, and then may your family, man, get to travel every game they want to come to. Whatever, if they want all the games, they had all the games. Everything handled, man. Listen, may God bless y'all squad to just dominate, man. Offense, defense, coaching staff, everything. And then when you getting ready and they going over the plays that you gonna be going against during the game, man, may when the game start in each and every game, each and every play you in the game, may you see the play before it happened. Like as it's starting to go, you like, oh, that's it. I already know he about to throw it right. Boom. And I'm talking about as he throwing it, man, you catching that thing and running to the end zone, just laughing like, Lord, I don't even know what you doing to me this year. I'm just taking off like that. So, man, may blessings flow all over you, man. Flow all over your family, flow all over the team. And listen, blessing to Coach Prime tomorrow in his surgery. May God bless him with that. May he come back healed, pain-free, rolling. And out there, like he said, running before that TCU game, man. So appreciate you coming back on. We done got that thing squared away. Because I know mom and daddy said, now, hey, Colin, what you were doing with my son on that first one? I ran it back. We good to go now. Hey, we good to go now. So, man, I appreciate you coming back on, man. May you having a season. Whatever you dreaming to have, God super exceed that, man. I'm talking about you be shocked at the end of the year. Like, man, I can't even believe all this happened to me. But at the same time, you thankful and blessed for it. So, man, appreciate you coming on. I'm glad I got to get you back on and do it the right way. Friday now, we got Jimmy J5. Cause you and him, I did y'all interview about the same. So that's why I'm running it back. I told y'all I'm gonna get y'all back on and we're gonna run it back. So, man, I'm glad you came on. I already know you finna have an amazing season. I already know you gonna give me highlights, but guess what? This time I get to be in the house for it. I get to see it live action. I get to play. I get to say, hey, boy, I already knew this was gonna happen. So, man, blessings to you. And, man, congrats in advance, big dog. I already know you finna get everything that you want plus more. So, man, blessings to you. Go and do your thing. We looking for 44 to do what he do. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Appreciate you, my man. Thank you for having me. Thank y'all for listening and everything, man. Appreciate y'all for real.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Appreciate you, big dog.
Yes, sir.
Hey, and I'm going to, he gone. I'm going to get at you. Hey, Joy, I'm going to get at you because I want some, I want some of your roommates to come on, man. So, hey, I'm gonna text you about that. But look, y'all, blessings to y'all, man. Hey, y'all just really talk to an NFL player. Y'all got to hang out with an NFL player, which we always do. That's what we do here. We got plenty of dollars on. Go check the archive, baby. That's what we do. But listen, Jordan, that guy, y'all. Highlights at Georgia Tech. Highlights at Arkansas. What he gonna do here? Highlights at Colorado. That's what he do. He's like that, y'all. Matter of fact, he in the chats now. Listen, who you know, man, listen. That's how good that young man is. Jordan Domineck in the chats right now with y'all, man. He in the chats right now with y'all, man. I ain't never even seen that happen before. I ain't never seen that happen before. That's what type of young man we dealing with, y'all. That's the kind of guy we dealing with. That, hey, he on another level. He on another level, and we gonna get to see it. Hey, appreciate y'all, man. I told y'all, and I'm gonna tell you every time I rock out with y'all, I do not have no show without y'all. So I thank y'all for tuning in. And I know for a fact, I definitely don't have no show without God. So thank y'all for rocking with me. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hey, Friday, we got Jimmy Horn. Hey, I got to run it back. I had to do it for Jordan. I got to do it for Jimmy Horn. Hey, appreciate y'all rocking with me. Now, I'm going to get all that social media stuff tweeted out, Instagram now, but I'm also put out the after show. If y'all want to rock with me on the after show, rock with me. If not, man, blessings to y'all. Mr. Domineck and Mrs. Domineck. Appreciate y'all. I love what y'all did with Jordan and what y'all are doing with him. That's what family is. That's what you want for a kid. Not even the football accolades. Just he got the mindset to go get it. Whether it's football or academics or in the real world, he got it. Blessings to y'all, man. Hey, holla, holla, holla. Yeah, yeah.